Welcome back to Hack the Dino. I'm Ben Rosenthal, that's Dan McGuinness, that's Floppy Starrick, and where you can't see is Braden Dixon.
Hello.
He could be right behind you. You'll never know until you feel the death creep up. We play games here, and we sometimes like to talk about those games that we've played, and funnily enough, we're going to do that right now. But before we do, be sure to head over to youtube.com/hackthedino and subscribe to us over there and maybe like some videos and give our trailer a watch and tell your friends and help us, be better. Or you should be watching this on twitch.tv/hot that dino, everyone. If you've got yourself a dino that's a bit cool, you might want to hit him up because they are cold-blooded. So be sure to hot the dino over on twitch.tv. Thank you. I'm a paleontologist just. And finally, if you just want to hear the audio, so when you're driving, you can hear our dulcet tones and Floppy's farts, head on over to SoundCloud or on iTunes or on Spotify. Anyway, let's talk about some games. Dan, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Xeno Crisis. I checked out because someone said to me, dude, you love Sega. You should check out this new Mega Drive game that's just come out. So this is basically an old school Smash TV clone, if you will. You can play 2-player or 1-player kind of vibe, except it's like got obviously the Xeno, the alien vibe to it instead of being on a TV show. I actually enjoy Smash TV a bit more than this game because I like the tongue in cheek of Smash TV when you win all the toasters and stuff like that. I think that's funny. But this game, it was so hard. I had to put it down to baby mode or easy.
Oh, he looks great.
So what makes this game different that this can actually run on a Sega Mega Drive? So you know how people bring up pixel games these days, but they're not actual pixel games. They're so pixels can't turn, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So this can actually run on a Sega Mega Drive. It came out on a cartridge with Sega Mega Drive case and everything, which I really love that idea. It has procedurally
generated
levels kind of thing. So each time you come in, you got, there's a certain amount of rooms, and just like Smash TV, you're trying to find where the boss is. You have 2 players, so as in you can be 2 players, or you can be a guy or a girl. I didn't find any difference in between the guy and the girl, which was fine. So I always played the girl because she looked cool, and then the guy looked like a bit of a cheese mode,
or a chode.
So you have one of the criticisms I had in this game is that there was heaps of different weapons in it, but like you didn't actually you hardly ever get them. Like you'll play the game and you'll probably get 2 weapons in a whole game, like different weapons that come up. But as I played it, I kept playing it. Each time I played it, there was more weapons coming up, and I'm like, man, they really should have the weapons rotating more in there, so you get this full variation. The other thing I found weird about it is that you have to get ammo. So as soon as your gun's firing, you're firing your gun. As soon as it runs out of ammo, an ammo container will appear somewhere on the map, and you have to run. So sometimes you just don't have any ammo, and you just get like overwhelmed. You collect dog tags, and in between the levels, you can upgrade your how many hearts you've got, how powerful your gun is, how many grenades you got, stuff like that. My advice, from my experimenting in it, is you just upgrade your gun's power to the maximum. Because if you don't, you get up to the 3rd level and you just have to shoot aliens so much before they die that you just get mobbed. Like you just can't win. So that's my advice. Hot tip.
Where did you play this?
Game Pass.
Oh, really? It's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
awesome.
This is a Game Pass game. Which makes me feel a bit weird because it wasn't on Mega Drive. But I would love to get this on the Mega Drive and own it, but I fear it'll probably be $1 million. But
let's have a look. Braden?
I can Google it.
Yeah. You can also roll as well. So you can roll out of danger kind of thing. Can
you roll for initiative?
No. So this basically, the sound is Mega Drive level sound.
Sweet.
So when they're talking, it's like, and that kind of it's
really muffled.
The idea that it can run on a Mega Drive, I really love that idea. Like,
that is very cool.
And I like having games having that limit. They can't do everything they want, so they have to create a good game with within a certain boundary or whatever, however you want to call it.
A 3.5 floppy disk.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yep.
Floppy disk. It has 6 levels. I got up to the 4th level from playing for thing. It says it's got 6 levels, and it says the play time is around about 6 hours to finish it. But I got to the 4th level in probably 20 minutes. But I think it's because it just takes you that long to get good enough to finish it.
All right.
Yeah, so the average playtime it said was 6 hours. So this is a great Games Pass game. I would love to own this on Mega Drive as a beautiful shelf piece, because I love when they bring out these games, like, they're in Japan, they're still bringing out Super Nintendo games and stuff with the box and the packaging and everything. We've got a couple, I think, for sale actually at Greenlight Comics through King Kaiju Collectibles.
King Kaiju Collectibles, for all your Kaiju collectibles.
Dan, you're going to love this, okay? I'm going to bring it up so that everyone at home can see it on the screen as well.
Oh my God, I'm so into this. Am I going to...
Don't look yet, Dan.
Close your eyes, Dan.
I'm going to pitch a tent.
All right, you ready? So
here we go.
Here you go.
Have a look, Dan.
£55, which is 100 Australian dollars.
That you need to get that
in whatever region you have.
Oh, that's good.
How much is shipping though?
No idea what shipping is.
Shipping will cost you another
Shipping will be
$40.
a nightmare right now. And also, you can get it in original black or modern blue.
Oh, it's the other cartridge. I would have gone the original black. Because that's where it's at.
I think you need to get this.
Yeah, I probably will get it.
Cool.
One of the Hack the Dino followers bought it for me.
Thank you, Patreon.
You can get the red one as well.
The Genesis.
Oh, look, you can get all the different... Oh, see, they're variants. That's basically a variant.
Well, that's the Japanese car.
You should probably get one of each.
No, just like the OG black. But yeah, I love this kind of thing. I'm a massive Sega fan. Sega's my thing. Nintendo's his thing. PlayStation's his thing.
No, PlayStation.
Xbox.
Oh yeah, PlayStation's Braden. He does have the PlayStation tattoos.
Floppy, when you're the last to join, you get the leftovers.
I like these the pictures in between the levels. And like the third level, it's like we interrogated one of the aliens and convinced them to tell us where their next base was, and they just got this alien by the neck and they're holding a gun to its face. It's going, oh! And I'm like, weird. Nice tongue in cheek. Great game. Check it out. It's super hard. Good with two people. But it is like the level of hardness these games were. So don't expect you're not going to finish it in the first run. Done. Who's next?
Me. And speaking of tongues in the cheeks, I played Battletoads. Yeah, that could have gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Battletoads, the new Battletoads game that came out. They're back after 24 years. I know it's 24 years because they remind me about it every goddamn 3 seconds. So, honestly, this game isn't as bad as I was expecting. I was a big fan of Battletoads on the NES. Yeah, it was a great game. I never got past that goddamn speeder bike level.
Did you do the SNES one?
I've got the SNES one at home. I haven't played it in years and years and years though. But the NES one
looks thrilling.
The NES one, this is a side quest game or a mini game. It's all right. I'm going to just read my notes here because I vomited them all down on here. And we'll just go from there.
There is a lot of notes here, eh?
There is. So I played last Saturday. I had a very rare Saturday afternoon where no one was home and I didn't have anything to do. So I went, sweet, I'm going to play video games for a couple of hours. And I did. And I got about halfway through Battletoads. And after about halfway, I went, you know what? I think I'm done.
You're out.
I'm out. So first and foremost, it tries really hard to be funny. But the jokes are really lame and super obvious. Not clever at all. So one of the jokes is one of the Battletoads, he's gone a bit eccentric and trying to figure out the plan of where the Black Queen is. And they go, oh, how long have you been in here? And he says, oh, not long. And you go, what? Why are you wearing a diaper? And it pans down and he's wearing a diaper that's full of poo. That's the joke.
Oh, because he'd been there so long he needed to poo.
Yeah,
I thought the joke was going to be he's been there since he was a little baby.
So the meta jokes that they try and pull as well, I mentioned before, we haven't been seen for 26 years. It's like, yeah, okay.
It doesn't look that bad. Like, the style looks cool.
It does, but what really is a little bit off-putting is because it's a two-dimensional thing, they haven't really got the shading down correctly. So sometimes the enemies bleed into the background. Another thing, there was one particular enemy, and it was just this one enemy, so I think it's a bit of a not a glitch, but a slight bug, is one of the enemies, if you're playing as Zitz, I think.
Boyle?
If you're too close to him, you can't do the final attack of the combo, of like the 5-button press combo, and you miss him, so he just doesn't die. So you have to stop, back up a bit so you're in the correct distance before you can do it. And I think it's just a little bit of a glitch. And I think that sort of stuff should be pretty obvious, that you shouldn't have to... it only happens with one specific type of enemy and one particular character. So that just took me out of it a little bit. There's mini puzzles in it a lot. So, for example, you're going through underground and you come up against a hacking game mini game. And it's one of those ones where you have to press the button a certain amount of times, like a rhythm game, basically. And it was not fun at all. Thankfully, they added a skip button. So whenever I came up against this hacking game again for the next 5 or 6 times throughout the level where you had to hack to open up the door, you can just go skip hacking game. So that was cool. I really appreciated that. They respected my time. You had the opportunity to do it if you wanted, but if not, you could just skip it. There were other mini games as well, like the circuits, where you had to align the circuits in a simple way and make the electricity go through. And like,
I didn't really play a side-scrolling beat 'em up to do hacking games.
Yes, correct. Exactly was going to be my next point.
Oh, sorry.
Like, because they added those mini games, the hacking games and whatnot, it slows the whole game down. And I think it's because this game is only about 6 hours long. 4 hours long. No, that's right. Yours was 6. This is about 4 hours long. And it slows it to a crawl. Like, I'm playing a side-scrolling beat-em-up because I want to be entertained and I want to have, that fast-paced action.
Feel powerful.
Yeah, you want to keep fighting and have these swarms come in and fight. But yeah, all that just slows it all down. It just wasn't fun.
They seem to move, like they walk, but they don't move much distance when they're walking.
No, and there's not really a run button either. And the screen is actually really small.
There needs to be a double tap run.
Like there is none. Well, after one of my notes here is after playing Streets of Rage 4, which was really cool, and great, they had the right the screen size. It was just this just feels like Lost.
Well, you've got Streets of Rage 4 and you've got River City Girls.
City Girls is perfect.
Yeah, River City Girls isn't cheap.
No,
anywhere.
That's why I haven't got it.
But yeah, Streets of Rage 4 is on Game Pass as well. So why would you not play that? That's amazing. Streets of Rage 4, go for that.
The cutscenes look really nice. It looks like an anime or a cartoon. Again, if you take out that really tongue-in-cheek humor, it's pretty cool. But annoying. I'm showing a bit of my prejudice. I'm very picky on my writing, and it's very much 13-year-old juvenile humor who haven't really read a lot of books.
Stoner humor.
Not even stoner humor.
I find it really busy, and I find it really easy to lose where the character and the enemies are in the background.
That's what I was talking about. It's hard to angle them up so you get the attack right as well.
Yeah.
Now, the one big thing that really annoyed me, when you're playing Battletoads, it's pretty much just a button masher. Like, you press 1 or 2 buttons, and then if you press 2 together, you have an attack. And that was basically it. The controls here are way too complicated. So, for example, to do an attack, you have to hold the trigger button while pressing A, then toggling left to use your tongue to grab something.
Ew.
But if you wanted to use your tongue to get some flies to make your health go up, it's a whole different button combination for the same tongue grab animatic. And that just frustrated the hell out of me because I'd be going to get some health of these flies and I'd be doing the wrong tongue one. And it doesn't tell you you're doing the wrong tongue one. His tongue just sticks out and you don't grab the fly. And you think, what are you, I'm doing the wrong one. So you have to switch that. The controls are things like hold this left trigger, but the right R button, but press these two together.
Trigger juggling.
Yeah, it's really bad, really difficult, really awful it's not intuitive, and I didn't enjoy doing it. So the last act of the game is a cross between a puzzle platformer and a twin stick shooter. Up until that point, the game had been a brawler.
What's that?
It had been a brawler up until the last act, where it becomes a puzzle platformer and a twin stick shooter.
Is that in this file, you reckon?
I don't understand why they would do. Why do you do that? Why do you spend an entire game setting up one form of gameplay? And then
they also have the motorbike bit in it as well, don't they?
Yeah, I was just about to get on that as well. The bike level itself. So the original bike level in the NES game is infamous. Like, it is known for being really, really hard, really difficult. You need split-second reflexes in order to make it past that level. As I mentioned, I don't think I've ever done it because it's so extremely hard. I always use the warp to skip past it. This one is almost boring.
Easy boring?
Yeah. I was expecting some kind of a challenge, maybe not as hard as the previous challenge in the NES game, but this one was it was like a really slow, lame mobile runner.
Yeah.
You know those runner games where you just go left or right? It was like that. Yeah. And then they banter a couple of times, and again, the jokes aren't funny and they fall flat.
How much do you reckon it should be if you paid for it?
If I'm paying for this, I reckon the sweet spot would probably be $25-$30.
Oh, that's a lot.
I would have been going like $15.
I was going $7.95.
It is a full game though.
No, it's not. It's 4 hours.
I don't think length determines like how much effort goes into a game.
No, that's what your girlfriend said.
It's gonna have some.
20 is like a good round number.
Yeah.
$20.
I will say that it is in Game Pass, so give it a try. It is $60 Australian.
Oh,
so if you don't have Game Pass, yeah, probably skip it. Also, in baby mode, so the easy mode, I don't think you actually die
at all.
No, you just keep respawning until you finish the level.
So like that Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, you just don't.
Yeah,
should have been called like lock-in.
Lock-in.
The old
free credits.
Time zone lock-in.
Yeah, so I was talking to my friend about this, and he played it as well, and he just said that it's fine. Like the way he described it is, it's fine, and that's what he's really concerned the Xbox is going to end up becoming.
Fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Like just no big holy smoke flight simulator games. Just
it'll do.
It's fine.
What do you mean?
That's good enough.
What about Halo?
Yeah,
as I said, this is what he's really concerned about. Yeah, so if you've got Games Pass, definitely give it a go, especially if you have the nostalgia for the old things. You can see what I mean about the writing. I don't think I laughed once. I was more eye-rolled than laughed.
Oh, so far, they went all the way around, came back.
All right, anyway, Floppy.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. This will be a short one because due to life, I didn't get a lot of time to play this week. But playing the Avengers beta the other weekend sort of got me in the mood for some Marvel stuff. I ended up watching a few Marvel films with my kids.
Fortnite.
Told me didn't actually realise that there was a Marvel Fortnite thing going. I'm probably going to look at it now. But this is a game that I've had for a little while, and I'd sort of played a little bit of and never really gone back to it because I know it's a bigger game.
People love these games.
Yeah, look, it really got me into the mood for it. So this one takes place in its own story, but it has like so many Marvel characters, and they're all a lot of fun. It's very sort of tongue-in-cheek. You take control of a 4-player team, which at the start is Star-Lord and Gamora and Drax and Rocket and Groot, who act as one. And you can flick between each character. Yep. They obviously have different attacks and stuff.
I can't believe you can't do that in the new Avengers game. You can't flick between your characters. I'm like, because you get to a bit and you're like, man, I wish I was Hulk right now and he's in my team.
Yeah, so you can either play single player and just flick between each character, or play multiplayer and control one each, going through sort of a pretty linear levels and things like that. And it's pretty simple in the fact that you have a lighter attack, a heavier attack, a special ability for each character, and then there's like blocks and extreme measures and things like that. Cool thing is you can the AI people will actually interact with you when doing special moves and stuff like that, and you can link them.
Right, we might need Floppy's special image again.
Oh, yeah, we might. I'll keep looking away.
Oh, Floppy.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it.
Okay, I've got to say as well, just quickly as well, I really, really like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, and this one is stupid good.
Yeah, it is really cool fun. The really cool thing about it as well is when you go through and you can customize all your characters and your team. So you can really go in depth in this and get specific sets of people as you unlock more and more characters to be like ultimate original Avengers team, and it'll give you certain buffs. Or you can just pick characters that you want because they look cool.
Does Iron Man play a lot different to like maybe a punchy character? Does he fly?
Yeah. So he can fly, and he'll have attacks that are like his ion blasters, things like that. And he'll jump up, and his special attacks and things like that will be like his uni beam and stuff like that. Whereas Hulk will pick stuff up, throw them,
do they feel different to play? Do they have different move sets like the Avengers game?
Not heaps different, but they so Star-Lord will play very similar to Iron Man.
Oh, okay. So there's probably maybe 3 or 4 types of characters, and it just goes between them.
Yeah, I'd say there'd be like 4 or so types of characters, and then you just got different skins on them, really, with different effects when they do their special powers and stuff like that. A lot of fun. I'm looking forward to playing more, unlocking heaps more characters, and really getting into it. I've just unlocked like Venom and Electro and things like that. So, well, not Electro. I beat Electro, but got Venom as one of my characters, so I'm looking forward to using him.
Can you play with your mates? Did you mention that?
Yep.
So you can be in teams of 4 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
I really enjoy it. I really like it. I'm looking forward to playing more.
Well done.
And that's what we've been playing this week over on Hack the Dino. We've been Hack the Dino. I'm Ben Rosenthal. That's Dan McGuinness.
This is intermission.
That's Floppy Starrick. No, we're doing the ending now, Dan.
It's because you stuffed the bloody thing up, Dan.
And that's Brayden over there, cussing and swearing like the old sailor person that he is. You can catch us over on youtube.com/hackthedino, where we would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and tell your friends and share the channel so we can grow and become big and strong and reach our final form. I have hair in that one, just not in my head. You can also catch us over on twitch.tv/HackTheDino, where we stream our recordings live. Maybe some other stuff coming up. Who knows? Better hit the follow button so you can stay informed.
And cruise over there and you can get in the chat and have your say, and we'll ignore it.
Yeah. And finally, if you don't like our faces, cool, man. Jerk. Head on over to Spotify or iTunes or SoundCloud, where you can hear us talk the words with our mouths and have a great time because we're good.
Having the time of our lives.
Dan, is there some people you'd like to thank?
I would love to thank our Patreon. So every week we thank the top tier Patreons, and part of their Patreon pledge, they get to be thanked. So thank you to Luke Beard, thank you to Sam Beard, thank you to Todd Randall, thank you to Tommaso, thank you to Mike Town, thank you to Karen Nutt, thank you to Ash Nutt, thank you to Dylan Stevens, thank you to Cullen Bard, thank you to Game Boy Dad, and that's it.
That's
I've
it
got
for our
other
top
weird
tier
stuff
ones.
written, top tier stuff.
So we've got Dino More back for everyone who is $1 pledger and higher over at patreon.com/HackTheDino. That comes out once a month and we stream it right into our secret little Facebook group that only Patreons can come in. If you'd like to talk to us personally, you can. Head on over to bit.ly/HackTheDino. Join our Discord server where heaps of people talk about heaps good words. Like, we show off game collections and we show off
There's heaps of stuff there.
dick pic. I mean,
No, that's on the Patreon.
sorry,
Yeah,
that's the
look,
Patreon. That's the $20
And I
level.
only did that once, and I'm sorry.
Banned from Twitch again.
Floppy, have you got something you'd like to plug?
Yeah, check me out on Instagram at Floppy Plays Games. There'll be pictures and stuff of games. Games that I buy and hope I play one day.
Great.
Dan.
I would like to plug my horror podcast, TerrorVision, a horror podcast, it is called. So if you want to hear me talk about about horror movies with Jennifer the Batman Strand, you can go over there. We do it every...
Surely Jennifer the Batstrand would be a better name.
Yeah, I don't know why she's called that. I don't know why she's allowed to call that on Facebook and they haven't hit her up about it. Join us every Tuesday, Adelaide time, where we bang on about horror films because I love horror. TerrorVision, horror podcast.
Brayden.
If you want to hear the younger generation yabber on about the movie industry, you can check out Millennial Movie Talk, where myself and my friends gather every week and we discuss all the movie news and what we've been watching, as well as we do a little bit of homework every week, so that way you can watch something along with us and come back and hear our thoughts the following week.
I also do that in my podcast.
Get off my lawn, you damn kids.
Thanks for that, Brayden. And if you like retro and all things old and crusty like us, head on over to Retro Trigger, where we talk to guests about retro things that are 15 years old and that. Anyway, that's us for another time. Thanks for joining us for this time. We'll be back another time to talk time. Shit.